Another episode of With the Chiefs.
Wait. Man, I need more rest.
I hope I've got your last name right there.
It's a very good pronunciation.
You should know better than that now, Donald.
I know.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Welcome.
It's just you and me today, Dom. It's been a little while as well.
Yep.
2 weeks.
Two big Chiefs talking
Having
shit.
a chat.
Yeah. Don't worry, we've got a timer on for this episode. So.
Oh, no, we don't. Hang on. There we go.
There we go.
60 minutes and 50 seconds.
Yeah. So strap in, enjoy.
Enjoy. Sorry for the delay.
Yeah,
We've been pretty good, right? Up until this point.
Yeah, we're on a bit of a roll there, but yeah.
What happened?
I don't know.
Do we have an excuse?
No, we're tapering for this episode. We're good to go again.
Mate, we're mid-block. We should be most active now. This is crunch time.
Yeah.
All right, bit of a training update.
Update.
Last time we caught up was just after City 10.
Mm.
So yeah, what's been happening with you since then, Dom?
Yeah, so it's been about 2 weeks. Had my birthday in that time actually, so
Yeah, that was good.
a bit older, a bit wiser.
Yeah, actually, standing question: how do you feel now you're 30, mate?
Yeah, nothing's changed.
No, nothing.
No,
nothing.
not really. Although I did have like a few niggles and like injuries there. Like,
Here we
I don't
go.
know, yeah.
What
But,
was it? Back?
My neck's been a bit sore, like sleeping on it funny or something. And then my foot, like there was.
Wait, you're being serious?
Oh yeah, my foot was like bad for one run. There was one run where I was absolutely freaking out. Like I
Oh,
thought
really?
I'd done something. I couldn't put any weight on it.
This is when we're chatting. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's all good now, I think.
What part of your foot?
Well, I like rolled my ankle like every week, 4 weeks in a row, just rolled it. And then it's like just getting better. And then I'd roll it again. And it'd feel even worse when you roll it every time.
Yeah. Where you roll? How are you? Do you have issues rolling your ankle sometimes, or?
Not really. I think it's running in the dark though.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, sometimes like you run on the footpath or whatever and it's a bit uneven. And especially when it's dark, you don't know what's there.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's just happened a couple of times.
Okay.
It's funny, like on the trails, I've never rolled my ankle and then you start road
Doing it
running.
on the concrete.
Yeah.
That's not how that works.
I know. But no, it's all good. I think. I hope. Touch wood.
Yeah, because I remember talking to you midweek after when City 10.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll go into it, but
Yeah. I think it was like the day of my birthday. Actually, it was like shit. I'm
That's
getting
pretty
old.
grim.
Yeah.
Actually, the day of your birthday, I saw the thing on Instagram. I thought you went for a surf.
Oh yeah. We did end up going for a surf though. It was cool. Yeah.
When was that?
On
On the birthday?
last Thursday. No, like a week after.
That was the indoor.
Yeah.
That looked awesome. I saw Pat.
It's pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really cool, like novelty, because it was like 9 o'clock at night. When
That's
you'd never be able to surf at that time. And
Where is it? Where's the
you're in
thing?
a swimming pool out at Homebush.
Is that new?
Yeah, new. Only opened up, I think, April.
How's it compared to riding normal natural wave?
It's like pretty similar.
Yeah.
But just a lot more orderly. Like there's 5 waves in a set, and then you wait a minute and it like recharges the machine, and then another 5 waves come. So
Are they big waves?
it was pretty big, yeah, like big enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I think that big enough that not anyone could just go out and do it. Like,
Yeah.
but they've got all different settings, so if you wanted to like learn to surf, you could still.
How does different settings work? If like, do they just kick? They're like, this is the big boy setting, and like everyone gets in the because I assume there's, or is there separate rooms or?
No, so they have like each hour they have like a session.
Oh, different like
So,
classes.
Yeah, different classes. Yeah.
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 That's cool.
Yeah, no, it was really cool.
I saw Pat on something on Pat's Instagram.
Yeah.
Who's a better surfer?
Probably me. I don't know. The best surfer is the one that has the most fun. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. There's no like.
There's no metrics really.
It's like
is
who's
there?
the best at yoga? Like I don't know. Yeah, it's like I don't know. It doesn't really matter.
Okay. True. There's no objective
Yeah.
There's nothing objective like
Yeah.
there is times or anything with running, for example.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like, did you enjoy it or not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've already derailed you.
Although, I don't know. You can be like a better surfer, but...
But that's like catching bigger waves.
yeah, or like doing more tricks and
like
that sort of
twist,
stuff.
what?
Yeah, but at the end of the day, you're still just catching waves. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I remember that used to be so fun when we used to go at where's the reef there at Manly?
Winky.
Winky.
Yeah.
Scary though.
Scary.
But fun.
Yeah.
That was bodyboarding for
Yeah,
me.
yeah,
I
yeah.
never could stand up and balance on the surfboard.
Yeah. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Still good.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah. Anyways, training.
Oopsies.
So I'll probably just touch on the sessions and then tell you how many Ks I did in the week. But on the 21st of May, which was I think the Tuesday after the Sydney 10, we had Turbo, which was I think it was like 6 minute, 2 minute jog. So it was like 2 times 6 minutes, 2 times. No, I think it was just 6 minute and a 2 minute with 2 minutes jog in between.
Mm-hmm.
Times, how many times did we do that? 1, 2,
Four.
3, 4, 5 times. I think maybe 6 times, 6 minutes or something like that. I don't know.
6 by 6 is pretty big.
Yeah, I think it's all been pretty big. It's all been about like 36 minutes of work
Okay.
each session.
Yep.
So I think that went pretty well. The pace was 6 by 6 minutes, and it's kind of hitting like 3:20-ish sort of pace,
Mm-hmm.
which I was pretty happy with. Then on that Thursday, the session was... Oh, no, I didn't do a session because, I rolled I had the foot thing play up and was freaking out about that. So I sat the session out. Pretty much had like 3 days of hardly any running.
How do you find the limbo period when you don't know what's wrong and you're like...
Yeah. It's just like... It was so weird. Like I was really like freaking out about it. Like shit, like that's the...
You're pretty composed
block
when I
over.
saw you on your birthday. Yeah, because you automatic. It's almost like you automatically go to worst case scenario.
Yeah, but it was weird. I had there was one run where I could not put any weight on my foot. Like it really hurt. It was after that 6 minute session actually. I think it maybe flared it up a bit or something.
Yeah.
But since then it's been alright. But I took it pretty cautiously. Then came to the weekend and I was like, shit, I've done hardly any running, so I crammed a bit into the weekend, which was kind of going against the program. But
How much did you cram, Dom?
around 20k on the Saturday and then 46k on the Sunday. So it's like a 66k weekend.
That was... What did you do on the... Yeah, how was that broken up?
Yeah, so the morning session I think was when we ran with you,
Mm-hmm.
and we did what was it? Oh, the 2k reps.
2K reps with Josh.
With Josh. So we're going at his half marathon pace, which was really fun. That was good.
That was good.
Enjoyed that one. And then that hour I got out again and did the classic song on, song off.
Oh, you actually did a session after?
Well, it was just...
Or just moving,
It was just like a long run,
it.
and then just I was like, feel alright. I may as well pick it up a bit, and I wasn't it was probably 3:45, similar kind of cruisy pace.
Yeah, so you just wanted to get moving a bit more
Yeah,
rather than just plod along.
yeah, which is good. I got in a bit of trouble after that from the coach. That's
Did
alright.
you? Did you get fiery text?
Yeah, she's just saying, what are you doing?
What are you doing, mate?
You shouldn't be. You've got a sore foot. Yeah, and you're doing these big doubles, which if you're doing a double, it shouldn't be 2 big runs anyways. So you're doing everything wrong.
How did you take that?
I was like, yeah, fair point. Onwards we go. And then the next week, the session was Or this was the one I was talking about. So it was 2 by 8 minutes, 2 by 6 minutes, 2 by 4 minutes, with 2 minutes jog in between. And they all averaged out about that 320, 325 pace, which is all kind of like thresholdy sort of stuff, I guess, which is good. I feel like I'm pretty strong at that pace and it's helping.
So you're not trying to smash yourself on those days, or are you going...
Yeah,
Or
you
is it
say that, but
Yeah.
like still...
It's
like,
still hard. It's always hard, right?
Yeah, really hard. It was like 36 minutes of running, like
Yep.
of quality running,
Yep.
which is hard.
True.
But, yeah, could probably like back it off a little bit, but usually I'm like running solo. It's on a course with like a few hills and tight corners, all that sort of stuff.
Yep.
So it's not like a true sort of reflection or whatever. I'm sure if I was at Gore Hill with a few other people to chase, it'd go a bit quicker. Then on the Thursday, we did quarters, but that was the day we went surfing. So the only time I could find was at lunch, and there's like, I don't know, usually when I run at lunch, I get about half an hour. So I just threw my everyday trainers on and did like a K warm up and did the session, and went back to work, which is better than nothing. But
What are the everyday trainers?
I got the Vomeros at the moment.
Ah, how are they?
Little birthday gift. Really enjoying them.
Shout out to Beck.
Yeah, thanks, Beck.
Yeah.
And thanks, what's the bloke's name at Pace? Connor Story.
Yeah.
Hooking me up and give me a good cheap steal.
You're going to get him in trouble. I'll be there next week.
But because of that, like the pace wasn't, I guess it didn't warm up properly, wasn't really in the zone to do it. The pace wasn't quite where I would have liked it to be, but I think that's fine. It started off strong and then I just kind of died towards the end. But was averaging, like the first 400 was 75, then 76, 73, 75, and 81, 83, 80, 78. So, not ideal, but better than nothing. And I think that was kind of my attitude, was like, just probably wasn't quite fired up and ready to go. Then, the last Sunday that's gone by, I did a pretty solid long run as well. I guess I hadn't done heaps of running this week, so I was like, going to get after this long run a bit, and was kind of doubting myself, like, have I done enough to run sub 230? So I really wanted to kind of test myself and see, okay, like, where am I at? So there's a
big emphasis on this one.
Yeah, I was pretty fired up for this one. I guess like the opposite of the Thursday. I was like, okay,
this is it.
Let's see how we're going. And I did a small lap of the Bay Run, which is 7Ks, then a lap jog around an oval, then a big lap, which is about 10Ks, lap jog, and a small lap to finish. So I think about 23 odd Ks of effort.
Solid.
And it was all sub 330, which is
very good.
Really good.
What were the paces?
The pace, so the first lap of the Bay was 327, and then the big lap was 327, and then
really?
The last one was 328.
Gee, that's solid.
Yeah, no, it was really good. I was happy with that.
How did you feel progressively, like effort-wise and stuff like that?
Yeah, I felt okay. I think I put a lot more emphasis on getting the carbs in as well. So I had the Precision gel packet, the 90 grammer.
That's the big one Matt Gore was holding.
Yeah. Thanks, Matt Gore, for putting us onto that. And then
that's the three gels, right? Equivalent?
Yeah. And I also had 2 scoops of drink mix, which I think is about the equivalent of 50 odd grams, maybe. I don't know, I'm a bit confused. It says like a serving size is 30 grams, but I'm assuming a serving size is a scoop.
Mm-hmm.
But then they recommend that you put 2 scoops in.
So you're like, which one's a serving?
Yeah, is a serving 2 scoops? Well, they say 2 to 3 scoops, so it's like, I don't even know. Like, it's just...
Well, you got 3 options now.
They don't really clarify, like, a serving is
this
one
Precision?
Scoop. It's called Fix. It's pretty cheap, really cheap. It's the cheapest meat.
I think I've seen them at the Gold Coast Expo.
Yeah, probably. It's not bad. I don't mind.
Yeah, I've tried it. It's like
Yeah.
at the expo, not while I'm running.
Yeah.
Just like the free sample.
But it's a lot cheaper than that. Was the cheapest one I could find. So
How cheap compared?
I think it was like, I'm gonna say $30 or $40 for, I don't know how big the bag is, but
Okay.
I think it's like, it says 30 servings on the bag, but again, I don't know.
Okay, no, that's all good. What's the?
But it was way cheaper than all the others.
Yeah. What's the flavor? What was the flavor?
I think it's just the like neutral flavor, so it just tastes like sugar pretty much.
And okay, so what are you planning for Gold Coast? Like
Gold
to
Coast,
do on race day? Morton?
Yeah, probably Morton, but it's
Okay.
tricky trying to like cram it in your pants and everything. Like
Yeah, I found those Aeroswift
Aeroswifts.
tights
Yeah,
are good.
got a pair of those as well for my birthday.
Oh, did you?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
great. Who gave you those?
Someone gave me a pace discount actually.
Is that for me?
Yeah. Thanks, Smitty.
Very welcome.
Yeah.
You can put them in the back, and then I used the front ones, which were good. I'll talk about it when because I tested it.
Yeah. So yeah, that was like the first time kind of testing putting stuff in my pants because I've just been using the drinks and grabbing my bottle.
Yep.
But I'm not going to be able to do that. And I think because it felt like a lot of carbs as well. Like
Yep.
it was kind of about the limit, and that's only like maximum if I can trust what the serving size says.
Which sounds like you can't.
It was probably like, what's that, 140 grams
Yep.
of carbs for the whole run, which is like 70 grams of carbs an hour.
Okay. Which is what's the recommended? I
don't know, everyone throws around like 90 grams of carbs an
Okay.
hour, but that's heaps. Like
How much is a Morton gel?
Morton gel is like 30.
30. Okay.
Yeah. Or maybe even less probably.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's like 3 gels an hour,
Wow. Okay.
which is heaps. Yeah.
That's a lot.
So it's like 8 gels for the marathon.
Yeah. Wow.
It's like a whole packet pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah. So and you got what's this debacle with not getting preferred entry?
Oh yeah, that's right. I didn't get preferred entry for the Gold Coast.
Come on. Come on.
It's a big marathon. And yeah, I don't know. I haven't run that great of a marathon.
I mean,
What are you in preferred?
I'm in preferred.
Oh really? Yeah, right. Okay.
Hey, if punter, you've only run 4 minutes quicker than me. So
Yeah, I don't know about that then.
hopefully someone listening can sort us out.
I don't think it makes that much of a difference, does it? Like
Probably not. I don't think preferred you get like drinks.
you don't get, yeah.
So it doesn't make a difference.
No,
Yeah.
I don't care.
Secretly you do.
Yeah. Well, it's good. I guess I'll have a couple of seconds on you. So got that up my sleeve.
What do you mean? I'll be ahead of you.
Yeah, then you have to be even more ahead of me. Are we going off gun time or net time? I don't know.
Look, we're in it together to race a great marathon together.
No, yeah. We're both in it together for sure. But yeah, so it was like a 119k week for the first week and 95k week for the second week, which probably not quite where I want to be in terms of mileage, but all the sessions and everything else has been going all right. So
Yeah.
I think we're on track.
So sorry, how did you end the session like effort-wise? Were you pushing quite hard or were you feeling pretty like within yourself towards the end?
Like, felt okay, but not amazing.
Yeah, well, you're not going to, like, that's well under marathon pace as
I
well.
could have done like maybe one more small lap
Yeah,
at that pace,
that's pretty good.
but that would have been like 30k's a bit quicker than like 5 seconds quicker than marathon pace.
Yeah, that's a really good session.
Yeah, I think I went through 30k's with the rests and everything and the warm up at 3:38 pace, which is promising.
Very.
Yeah, so yeah, happy with it and good confidence boost that maybe, just maybe, sub 30 will happen. But yeah.
Because you got to remember, like, 27 is quite a lot quicker than Marapace
Yeah,
as
it's like
well. So
5-6 seconds. You
so you're not like, not to say that it guarantees anything, but like you're not like redlining. You're not like struggling at marathon pace.
I was kind of doing it the easy way though. Like you run up the little hill at the start when you're fresh, and then you just cruise downhill for like 3Ks.
But you still got to go back up.
Yeah, but then I don't think you have to go like up one hill at the end.
Yeah.
So it was kind of the cheat way to do it. It's still running a whole lap.
No. You still no.
But that's probably the easiest way to do the bay run.
I think, yeah, but then your big lap is like,
Yeah, the big lap
it's only a
is the big
small portion. I mean, it is relative like quick. The bay lap,
but I was
flat.
really trying to like fly down that ramp and like just bank a little bit of time.
Bank time, yeah.
So I was coming down off the ramp in like 3:24, and then kind of just like cruising the rest of it. But,
Gee, would have been interesting to see if I could have kept up. That would have been, that would have been fun.
It was good mentally to just like be like, okay, I'm good. Yeah.
Yeah, and because you were G'd up. You were G'd up for it as well, which you're like, I'm gonna get through this sort of thing.
Yeah.
As opposed to like some of those bigger sessions, if you're not really mentally like ready for it, you can switch off a bit, or that's what I found at least.
Yeah, and I felt like I haven't really had a run like that where I was like, okay, like I'm out here to prove something.
Yeah.
For a while. So yeah, it was good to knock that one off.
Yeah. Yeah, nice. I think I explained similar things to when I went out. I think when we did that one with Matt Gore, I was like G'd up to like try and get through as much as I can, because like,
that was a huge one for you.
That was I think that was my equivalent of like a good confidence booster,
Yeah.
because we progressed. And I think similar to you, that was after Hocker, and I like even ran Friday really rubbish. Well, not rubbish, but I wasn't feeling it, so I was like motivated to get after it. So yeah, similar.
Yeah,
but that's good.
Yeah.
Good that your foot's come good.
Yeah,
because it's pretty scary when it's like.
Yeah, I was really worried. I thought like I was going to have to take a lot more time off, and it was kind of going to be game over. But it was alright.
If you can't put pressure on it,
yeah,
you start
it was
freaking
concerning.
out.
Yeah, exactly.
Because
I thought maybe it was like a stress fracture even, but nah. I was like, it has to be rolled ankle. Like that's what the only sort of major injury I could think of.
Did you make your appointment to the podiatrist?
Yeah, I made an appointment, but then he got sick and called in and said, "Oh, sorry, can't make it that morning."
Oh, that's probably for the best thing. If you were feeling fine.
Well, I think it would have been good to get some advice. Still, say, just put it to bed. Say, you're fine. It's just a rolled ankle.
Yeah.
This is what I'd recommend doing for recovery. Like,
okay.
And these are some taping tips or whatever. Like that would have been great. But oh well.
Do you won't go back at this point? Probably not.
Yeah, I think it's like pretty booked out, so can't be bothered.
Fair. TDC.
Yeah, then you'll see. Like I don't know. Next week I'll probably be done for. My foot's like falling off.
But at least if you go back, just ask them to come on the podcast. Anyway,
what about you? Big
my
Chief?
training. Okay.
Yeah.
How are we going for time? All right, we're still good. It's all good.
Okay.
Yeah. So picking up same after Sydney 10. The idea was like to go into like bigger mileage, pretty much, because I think like I tapered quite a bit for Sydney 10, and also not tapered heaps, but I tapered for Hocker. So like between those two, there was a little bit of it was still good training, but there wasn't like the mileage consistency, or like I wasn't nailing those bigger weeks, even though the efforts were in there. So that was kind of the focus, was to start like obviously looking to the marathon and focusing and getting sort of long runs as a focus. So yeah, I think we did the session for, let me just make sure, session for that week after Sydney 10 was 3 by 8 minutes at Gore Hill. I felt okay. Like 10K doesn't, I don't know, 10K doesn't beat you up heaps, but
yeah,
I mean it can though. Like what do you think?
Yeah, I think like, yeah, usually it takes like half a week maybe.
Yeah.
And half marathon takes like a week.
Yeah, I mean, I felt like, I mean, it wasn't that quick, but I wasn't nowhere near like I couldn't have done a session after Hocker, for example. But I felt okay to do a session on Gore Hill. I mean, it was okay, just normal threshold stuff. And then I did doubles were starting to come in, so I did a double before gym, 30 minutes, and then we did the strength session at Fitness First again, which was good. That was a pretty big day after Sydney 10, like being pretty close. So I think, I felt okay. Then I did the MLRs are moving to like 2 hours now, which is quite a bit.
Yeah, it's a big run, yeah.
Yeah, but like we do them in the city, and we have a good group, and it's like that run, for example, went really quick. I tried to progress a little bit towards the end as people dropped off to just like move a little bit quicker and keep the pace down. I felt okay. Like I didn't have, it's the first time in a while, I remember not having like too much muscle soreness, which was nice from the gym. But I suspect now I missed gym. I'll get to that in a second, but yeah, I'll probably be sore tomorrow. Then the session for that week was a big threshold session, so it was 12 by 1k. I did that around the canal near the Greenway, yeah, which was really good. Had a nice good group out there for a Friday session, and that was off 60 seconds. So I was kind of those 1k reps I've historically been like needing to G up for them, just because they're quite long. I've done a 12 by 1k before previously, and a 10 by 1k, which is pretty beefy, and off a short rest. I really have to make sure that the reps themselves are sensible. Like if you go out too fast, you won't get through it.
Looks like it was pretty crazy. Like what paces were you doing?
It was good. Like I started like 3:22 and then worked down like 18 and then 15, and then towards the end it was like, so it was 18, 15, 14, 13, 14, 12, and 09, I think.
Jeez.
So it was good. I was really, really happy with that.
Yeah. I think in the past, like when I've done those sorts of sessions, I've done like 320s and then ended up blowing up and finished the last couple in like 330s or slower.
Yeah. I mean,
that's promising, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean,
running in the winter helps too, though. Like,
it was like 10 degrees, 9 degrees.
Yeah. Makes such a big difference.
Yeah, you just body temperature doesn't get up, so I feel like you can just really zero in. And like if that felt like it takes a bit to warm up, but then you really lock, like if it's just a K, I feel like you lock into whatever that threshold pace is, and you're not like breathing hard. You might breathe hard for like, not like super hard, but you might start working hard last 200 meters, but then by then you have a bit of a rest and you're never really going into like VO2 territory. But I feel like if I tried to run a 3:12 first rep and like I'll just blow up by rep 4.
Yeah. You have to be really
careful
with it. Yeah.
Yeah. But I was really happy with that. I doubled in the evening as well that day, 30 minutes, then 60 minutes the next day, and then we went out for the run with Josh where we did the efforts, which you've talked about, which I felt like okay for most of it, and then the last like 10k you saw, I like completely blew up.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
You did a bit extra though. I did 26k. You did like 30.
Oh, because I started early.
Yeah, you did 36 or 37.
Yeah, I did 36.
Yeah.
So I started early, did a lap before you and Josh got there.
I planned on doing that, and then I was just sitting in the car cold, like, stuff this.
It was early as well. Yeah. Wait, did you get there?
Yeah.
On time? Did you really?
Yeah. And then I was watching the Diamond League and like... I think I was a little bit late.
You never told me that.
I was a little bit late, and I was like, I think I would have had to jog around like the opposite way.
Oh, I really want to see the message.
I think someone saw me in the car and I was like, what's Tom doing over there?
Who saw you?
I can't remember.
That's pretty funny, actually.
Yeah. Mate, I wasn't feeling it. I'm not a morning person, yeah.
But that was early. We started 5:30. So for you, like
Yeah, I think I got there about 6.
6. Okay. Right. Okay. Yeah, that was good. And then, but towards the end, like I remember being like, oh, I'm just gonna keep the pace up to like, because it'll like I feel better at the faster pace because my legs were super sore and like my right hammy. Well, I felt like my right hammy was like locking up, and I was like, this doesn't feel good. And then I was like, I just gotta practice mental toughness and like keep going. That was probably the last 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And then I got through it, but like I was so sore and like it just felt really like tight, really tight.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh no, this is. But anyway.
Well, to be fair, like listening back to how many sessions and
it was just a big week
and doubles and everything. Like,
yeah, it was a catalyst
makes sense
for
that you.
It actually makes quite a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Because it was a 142k week. That's for me. That mileage is. I think that's probably one of the biggest weeks I've run.
Yeah.
And like previously, I've been comfortable at maybe like 120. So, but like you got Friday, which was a really big session, and then lucky I didn't try to do efforts or anything on the Sunday. But yeah, just a little bit too much volumes because Sydney 10 was like 90Ks that week and then straight into this week. So
yeah, geez, big like shift like
yeah
as well.
So it's almost like you just like almost expect something to be like
it's like 1.5 times as much.
Yeah. So I mean, look, in hindsight, not a big shock. I tried to run the next week, so on the Monday, tried to go out for easy 45, but I ran about 2Ks and was like, nah. Like I was going through the same thing. I was like, Gold Coast is over.
Oh, really?
I've done the hammy. Like worst case, hobbled back. I went out running with Mum at Breakfast Point. Like I was just walking along the thing, just stewing. like why do we bother? But then I went to Gore Hill and just started warming up, and I was like, oh, feels good, like feels fine. I might see how I go. But then like 3Ks in, I was like, oh, it just tightened up heaps, and it just felt like just pain, like you couldn't push off, and I was like, oh no, this doesn't feel good. So the day before on the Monday, I booked in to see Paddy, physio, and I'm glad I saw him because he pretty much just was like, look, you're not like, he did his test, it's not a injury, it's not your hammy, it's a adductor magnus. Right. If I got that right. I often wonder how they come up with the names. But yeah, it's just on the inside, and he said it was just super tight. Like I obviously told him my training load. He's like, yeah, like, so he, massage. He said foam roll, take like obviously deload. The suggestion was to take 2 days off. Around the next day. And like I got 30 minutes in, I was like, oh yeah, the massage really helped it. And then I was like, it's fucking so sore. Like after 5-6K, I was like, oh no. So yeah, I was just shitty with myself because I didn't listen, because you go and pay for advice and you don't listen. But like, you're like, what if it's fine?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Same as me, like I'll listen to my coach, I guess. Like
yeah.
But, yeah.
It's funny how quickly you go to worst case scenario as well.
I know.
You're just like,
far out.
I'm
That's
done.
It, game over,
all this work for nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, Wednesday, yep, still was feeling like I got through the run. It was just pain. It was just tight and painful, and I was like, oof, this is. I've got to make sure that I can hopefully like make this dissipate, because there's no way I can do like a hard long run on this like sort of thing. So I took Thursday off, and we headed out to Delta Camp on Thursday night. I'm really glad I took the day off because I felt good in the morning. But anyway, yeah, that weekend we went to, I think about 12 of us went out to Canberra to stay over the weekend and do a bit of a camp. Obviously, just do a bunch of running, have a lot of banter. It was good. the plan was to do like, so we did an easy run Friday morning in the rain, which was not fantastic. Plus Canberra, it wasn't that cold then. I bought my Nimbus shoes, only like pair other than my slides that I bought, and like they got absolutely drenched. Went back to the place like, what am I going to be wearing? So I just wore slides, like, because I only had Vaporflies.
Yeah.
Yeah, so either my choices were Vaporflies, Alphafly 2s, or slides for that weekend.
Right.
They didn't dry after like 3 days.
So you had 2 pairs of super shoes.
Yeah, and 1 pair of... Sorry, Dom, I agree. Here's something.
Did you contemplate jogging around in the...
Slides?
In the super shoes at all?
Oh, I jogged around. I had no choice because I couldn't, like, I'm not going to jog in the...
Put the wet shoes back on.
No. And to be fair, jogging around in the Vaporfly ones were okay. Like, it wasn't the worst thing, but it wasn't ideal.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So we went out for an easy run in the morning. Then we went to the AIS track. Have you been out there, mate?
Yeah, the Mondo.
The what?
That's the type of track.
What's... Explain?
So you got like different materials that they make the
So
tracks
it was
out
a different material. Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah, I think it's almost like a carpety kind of thing, isn't it? Or I don't know.
It was blue. It was a good track, I feel.
Yeah, no, it is good.
Yeah.
Ran my 800 meter, first time running sub 2 there. Yeah.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think there's a difference, or do you have a preference, or?
I don't know. I think they're all good.
Yeah.
Just like the newer, like it depends on the age of the track is like the biggest thing, I think.
Yeah.
But there are tracks like in Europe apparently that are even like bouncier and stuff like that. But I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know me and the track, mate.
Yeah.
We don't get along.
It's the same thing as Gore Hill though. Like
It's not though.
It is.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe because the track's honest.
yeah. I don't know.
And Gore Hill's generous, maybe that's why. But yeah, I had on the program, so quite a few people had mile, like 4 by mile, I think. And then Chris Gatt decided to do 25 by 400,
Oh yeah.
which is wild, off 20 seconds.
Jeez.
Obviously more like a threshold.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a big session.
A lot of laps. Yeah.
A lot of laps. It seemed like a really daunting mental session to do. But I had 5 by 1500 meters, and it was meant to be continuous, so 1k hard and 500 meter float. I just didn't. Yeah, I struggled. I struggled out there. I was worried about my leg. But once I started running, it felt fine. So I was happy about that. But then I just struggled. It's like one of those days where you just struggle to push. But I did go out hard. Like around first K, like 3:10, and then I was like, it was just backwards from there. It was like 3:10, and then 3:45 for the float, then 3:14, and then 3:58 for the float, 3:19, then 3:56, 20, then 3:23. 4:10, like I was going, like it was just like a cycle of going backwards.
Yeah.
But I felt like the effort was still good, and then I closed in 3:15. But I had a Nutella sandwich before that almost came up onto the track, like
Really?
because I never eat, like I never do PM
true.
sessions, and I
Yeah.
never like eat half an hour before, so that was another thing where I was a bit but like it was really good to be out there with everyone from Delta. Like, even though I wasn't like thrilled with the session, like it didn't really matter. Like,
Yeah. But it doesn't sound like a terrible session though. Like still.
well, I think in my head I wanted to remain consistent, but it was still decent. Like, it was still a good tempo effort.
Yeah. I think when you're trying to run like a 3:10 off a float like that though, that's pretty hard to do. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it would have been more sensible to work into it and like just hold consistent pacing. So it wasn't well executed, but it was okay. Then what did we do? Then we went to the next day. I did 80 minutes with Chris, Simon and Jess, and that was at Mulligan's. Have you been to Mulligan's?
Yeah. No, I've never been there actually.
Never been there?
Yeah, Inside Running podcast.
Yeah.
We don't talk about them.
We don't. We were going to try. What do you mean?
No, they're good.
It was super nice out there. It was awesome. But don't talk about them. We just took it over, mate. Who runs out there?
Brad Croker.
Croker, yeah. Didn't see him. He must have known we were coming. It's like bloody vlogs here. Yeah, that was really nice. Literally perfect running weather. I don't know. It was just nice. Got rolling. I think Jess and Simon did 60 minutes, and then I stayed out with Chris. We were just chatting. It was just really nice, like just a nice day. And then we doubled. So I was trying to cram mileage. Geez, this is going on for ages. Then Sunday was the long run. Similar to you, I wanted redemption from Friday. Well, I felt like I did at least. We went around the lake. What's it called? It's a massive loop.
Burley Griffin?
Yeah, I think so. Let's go with that.
That's the huge
loop.
Can't miss it.
Yeah, can't miss it. So it was meant to be 8k easy, 2x10k, and then 8k easy at the end. We did, I think it was like 10k warm up. It ended up being, we like cut through the bridge, and it ended up being about 10k's in total for one lap. And yeah, so I started, and there was a headwind like to start off with, and when you start a rep, you're like, when it doesn't go well and you're already breathing hard, you're like, oh, I don't know, like this is just going to be such a long day. But after about 2-3k, once you get out of the wind, you could like pick up the pace, and I was very grateful that we didn't have the wind the whole way. But the first lap was, I think, 35:37, which is about 3:33s, which I was happy with. I mean, it was tough, like, but it was good. Then I did a 1k jog into the second rep, which was which was more progressive. So I did like 4k, 3k, 2k, 1k, which was like 3:36, 3:31, 23, and 22. So like I managed to progress at the end, but like.
Yeah.
You can tell there's such a big difference between like that Mara pace, which is like uncomfortable, but your heart rate's not like jacking itself too much.
Yeah. And
you can kind of stay consistent. And then when I started dropping the hammer, it felt like the end of Hoka half marathon. So
it's so hard to like pick it up like that.
Oh, it's ridiculous. Yeah. Cause you're sore. Cause like that's when I'm picking it up, that's like 28k's in the run.
Yeah.
So you're like really having to work. But I feel like it's a good stimulus though.
Yeah.
Like to mentally be able to pick it up. I had Aurelie on the bike through the last like 5k, which actually really helped having someone just next to you. I don't know. There's something about it's kind of just keeps you accountable in a way, or like keeps the momentum, or you don't drop off if you're just,
Oh, I think it's like running with someone else in general.
Yeah, it was really good. I apologize for I'm a sook towards the end, like I make loud noises, like like I start getting
I was grunting a bit.
Yeah, okay, it's not just me. But yeah, that was I was super happy because like early on, as I said, with the headwind, I was like, there's no like. I was already thinking like this is not going to go well, but then it like turned around and it went well. So I was very, very, very happy with how that went. 38k's total, which is probably might be my biggest long run actually. Like in the Mara block, I know we've done longer trail runs or longer, but so yeah, I crammed about 82k's ish. In 3 days, and today I jogged and my body felt okay, so fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Shit.
No, I think you're looking good.
Yep. We've got 16 minutes left on.
16 minutes. Should we talk about the Chiefs Challenge?
Yeah, let's do a bit of an update.
It was, also the first week of the Chiefs Challenge started June, which was on Saturday. And we had 2 entries thus far.
Yeah.
Entry number 1 from Ian Zhu. Yeah, running 16:19 at St. Peter's.
St. Peter's is a tough course as well, isn't it?
Yeah, hilly course.
Yeah.
I reckon that's probably sub 16 equivalent.
Yeah.
That's good going.
Yeah.
That was 31 seconds under his seed time.
Gee.
Which is pretty good. I thought his seed, I think it was 16:50 seed time. So
yeah, that's
he's done
really
pretty
good.
well. Yeah.
Be good to see what I would love to know what that converts to at Rhodes, sort of thing.
Yeah, I reckon sub 16. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we also had
PQ.
Yep, Paddy Quigley smashed out a massive run, 25:48. His seed time was 28 minutes. So I think that's like
It's going to be hard to beat.
huge PB from him, but that's 2 minutes 12 seconds under his seed time. So I think that kind of starts ruling out a few people.
Like us.
Yeah, I think we'd have to run 14:30 or something.
Yeah.
Which isn't really going to happen.
So are we going to have 2 awards or?
Yeah, I think you mentioned that Lauren suggested why don't you go off a percentage base in the past. So in honour of Lauren, I reckon we have the Lauren Award for the percentage base time, and then the original award as well.
Yeah, because I think, what is it?
I guess it'd be good if there's only one champion.
I don't know.
Because we've got a list of each year. There's one person. We can't really.
We get in trouble for changing the formula. To a percentage formula.
Unless we have Lauren's champion and they just don't get to go on the leaderboard.
The leaderboard.
We'll know this year, but it won't be tracked in future years. Or we could swap to percentage base, which would be controversial.
Should we do a poll?
Yeah, maybe do a poll. But to be honest, I think percentage base, we would still have to run 15:31 or 15:21 or something.
It's better than 14:20, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's still really hard to do.
Yeah,
but it's doable. I reckon maybe not doable, but it's it's almost in reach.
Yeah. All right. Maybe we'll have a think.
Yeah.
And we've got to make a decision because we're in the heat of the
challenge.
Yeah, that's true.
I think it's almost too late, but
yeah.
Huge run from Pat, regardless.
Yeah, awesome.
I don't want to take anything away from that though, because that's
really good run,
huge and deserving of a mention and a win for sure.
Yeah.
But to be honest though, there's still a few other people who could be in with a chance just because we're out of it.
True.
Doesn't mean the challenge is over for everyone.
True.
Yeah.
But anyway. So those are the 2.
Just those 2 so far.
Yep.
Yeah, but we've still got till the end of June. So yeah, I think it looks like there's a track night with King's Cross.
Yep.
On the 20th of June, Thursday the 20th of June. I think get down there at 6:30, and then the races will start shortly after that. So that could be a very big opportunity because they usually get pretty big crowds down there, 80 odd people all doing different events.
Yeah, but that's not a it's not a race.
No, time trial.
Yeah. Social gathering.
Yeah. And then the following week we're having our Chiefs Challenge on the track on the 27th.
Yep.
And then I think you were maybe planning.
I was going to throw out an option to those people that might want to do it on the road to go to Rhodes Park Run.
Oh, yeah.
And it could be a good last ditch effort.
Yeah.
As well. I think on the 29th.
Okay.
Let me just make sure. No, that's wrong.
Or the 20th.
This calendar's wrong.
No, 20th is the Thursday, 22nd.
Yes.
Yeah, and the 29th.
Yep, sorry. 29th is the Saturday. Yeah. And the 22nd. Which one? What do you reckon?
I'd probably prefer 22nd.
You would?
Yeah. I think 29th's getting pretty close to Gold Coast.
Yeah, that's really close, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right. I've just amended it. 22nd
So-
it is.
We got 3 dates. You got the King's Cross on the 20th, Rhodes Park Run on the 22nd,
27th.
or the Chiefs Track on the 27th.
27th. Okay. Brilliant. Lock it in, Eddie. That's
Lock it
actually, that's actually better than the 29th. 29th
Yeah.
is a bit kamikaze.
Yeah.
Or the other option is to do it whenever you like. That's the beauty of this challenge.
Yeah.
We're not here to tell you what to do. Cool. I'm keen. I'm very keen to see the results come in.
Yeah,
what people
no,
are
it's
gonna
exciting.
run.
It's very exciting. It's a good time of year, like just seeing like everyone absolutely smash these park runs and
Yeah.
like 5Ks. Yeah,
Yeah.
Um,
You.
yeah, already like super impressed with Pat. Like this is what the challenge is all about. Like,
Yeah.
well done, Pat,
And Pat, like,
and Ian. Like,
yeah.
I didn't expect that from Ian. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
You've upset a few people with your seed time updates, though.
yeah. Bad luck.
Isaac sent us a nice message. Call us both dogs.
No, I don't know. It's always a bit contentious and it's
It is.
never going to be perfect.
It
but,
is. Look,
Yeah.
deal with it, everyone. No, I think you needed to make some adjustments
Oh yeah, 100%.
based on Sydney 10 and and
Yeah.
just in
Yeah.
general, because
Well-
you got some misinformation from some coaches out there
Yeah.
that were sort of biased towards their athletes.
Yeah, 100%. But no, I think we did a pretty good job of
I
it.
did, yeah. I haven't done a thing.
Well, I've been leaning on you for advice. here and
Advice,
there.
okay.
Yeah.
I'm more of an advisory role. Right, I'll take that. No, but it's good. It builds every year. We build
It
the
is.
hype every year.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah. It shouldn't be. I just don't know how that's gonna. Anyway, I'm just thinking of, because you can still do a park run just for those people that are thinking about going on the Saturday. Doesn't, if you got an easy long run the next day, it doesn't beat you up too much.
Yeah.
So don't stress about it.
Yeah.
I'm just talking to myself right now. All right, Dom. What else is on the agenda?
I don't know. Do you want to talk about the Olympics? I don't know. I feel like, or Diamond Leagues, or I don't know. We don't really talk about pro sort of running that much. But
No, I'm not very sure of myself when it comes to.
yeah, I thought it was nice that the Olympic qualification period ends on 30th of June. I thought that was a good pickup.
That's true. I think they
In
must
line
have checked.
when the
Someone's
Chiefs
following
challenge was
us.
on.
Yeah, they're like, we'll end it on that day. That's a good idea. So we can both announce it.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe not going to anything that stands out for Olympics. Anything that's caught your eye. Anything you want to. It's all been covered, I think.
Yeah. I don't know. I think yeah. No.
That's probably not. It's just not. It's not our vibe, is it?
Mm.
The professional. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, the women's marathon team was interesting.
It was very interesting.
Yeah.
It was a bit of controversy, or not controversy, just a bit of, I don't know.
Yeah. Maybe controversy. Is that the right word for it? Or?
Probably. Or just a lot of different opinions and argy-bargy.
Yeah. We got pretty heated. Like.
It did, yeah.
Yeah. And to be fair though, like, I don't know. There's reasons why they could have chosen any of those girls, and yeah.
Okay, so what? Okay. Do you want to run me through it?
Yeah. So we had, I think there was 6 or 7 people who all
Potential,
ran
the
the
time.
qualifying time.
Yep.
Sinead Diver was number 1. She ran the Australian record, although it was a long time ago.
When was that run? Do you remember?
Was it? I don't think was it in Valencia or was it somewhere else? I can't remember.
Yeah, okay.
Then I think Genevieve Gregson was second fastest. I could be getting this all wrong though.
That's okay.
So yeah, I think like all of the facts that we tell.
Just disclaimer. Just this is
Yeah.
punter territory.
I reckon more often than not we're wrong.
And actually, Matt Gores pointed that out to me on a few MLRs.
Yeah.
So
It's
saying,
the same with like JC's. Oh, I got to say an apology after JC's episode.
oh, do you? What
Oh,
happened?
I think we probably pissed off the CrossFit community a bit there.
Did we?
I don't know. We weren't
I
too
don't-
controversial, but I don't know.
I think didn't you just say like that there's a risk because of like the explosive movements or something? Or
Yeah, I don't know.
did you get a message from CrossFit?
No, not at all.
What do you mean? You were just.
But I know. I don't mind CrossFit. Like, I think CrossFit.
Or you was just because you're like, what do you think about CrossFit?
Yeah.
You're trying to apologize and I'm bringing it up.
No, CrossFit's good. Like, I think, yeah, would love to
Yeah.
get into a bit more CrossFit.
We were positive about it.
Yeah, yeah. And
JC
then
loved it as well. He was very
Yeah.
positive about it.
he was good. I think I was throwing some comments that were wrong about supplements as well and creatine. I don't know what I'm talking about there. So, I think JC tried to call me out on it and was like, what are you saying? And I just dug in deeper. Yeah, so don't trust anything that comes out of my mouth.
So let's talk about the Olympics now.
Yeah, I don't think, to be honest, I'm not qualified to talk about this. Like, I make up your own opinion.
No, come on, you got to just because you got the times wrong doesn't mean you can't give it a crack.
Okay, we'll keep going. So, Genevieve Gregson, then you got Lisa Waitman was number 3 fastest qualified. Then I think Izzy Bat Doyle
Yep.
was in there as well, number 4. Number 5, Jessica Stenson. Number 6, Eloise Wellings.
Yep. I'm just looking up.
So we got 6, and we got to pick 3. And they've
Yep.
gone with Sinead Diver, Genevieve Gregson, and Jessica Stenson,
Mm-hmm.
who, yeah, which I know is great. Jessica Stenson, although she was 5th fastest time, she won the Commonwealth Games, which is probably what's got her across the line.
Okay, so that's what. Yeah, because I think a bit of the thing is a bit of like the contention can be because like there's not strict criteria, like it's
Yeah.
open to interpretation.
I think
So
that's
everyone's
the
got
worst
their-
part, for sure. Yeah.
So everyone's got their like 2 cents, and then like everyone makes their own judgment.
Yeah, well, that's it. Like, we're just guessing, like, how did they pick this team? Like,
Yeah.
we don't actually know. Yeah.
There's nothing explicit
Yeah.
that they're like, yeah. So I guess the more it's open for interpretation, the more like if something,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's it. And then the whole Liam Adams debacle, like, I don't know,
Yeah.
separate matter, but
But that one's more, you can correct me if I'm wrong because I probably will be, is more like they changed the Olympic. They changed like those last spots, which
Yeah.
kind of just cut him out of contention.
and again, it was like, it wasn't really clear that was happening. If they said from the get-go, like, this is what will happen and those spots will get taken by the universality athletes, then
then he would have made a decision.
it wouldn't have been much of an issue, and it would have been very clear what the policy was.
Sure.
Yeah, same with the women's marathon team. Like, it's like, how are you picking this team?
How are you picking this, and then they can make decisions based on.
It's not that hard. Like, just put a solid policy in as to why you're choosing someone.
You think?
Yeah.
What? Because then that would cut out a lot of the. Sorry, that was that. That would cut out a lot of the. Just a lot of the criticism and the like.
Well, then, like, yeah, it's not like a discretionary choice. It's just following a policy.
Which
and
is
a
like why
criteria.
time is great.
Yeah,
'Cause it's
exactly.
like you're on the time.
Yeah.
You get in.
Yeah, exactly.
So they don't they don't do it based on like next in line time, obviously.
No, well, they chose I think, was it the 2 fastest times, maybe?
I think so, yeah.
And then the third one,
was the contention.
yeah. And sometimes they do that on the track as well. Like they choose the top 2 guys at nationals, and then they leave the 3rd spot. They choose like someone. Usually they choose like the fastest in the qualifying period in the past. But again, it's just guessing how they pick these teams. They've always had this huge kind of discretionary
I wonder why
choice.
they don't change it.
Yeah, I don't really.
Sinead ran 2:21.34 Valencia. That was in 2022 December. Gregson 23:08. Waitman 23:15. Bat Doyle 23:27. Stenson 24:01. Wellings 25:47.
Yeah. So like they're all super close to each other, really. But still, that's why you need to have some sort of determining factor.
And there was a few. I just heard like a lot of stuff in social media, and like everyone had their 2 cents about it.
Yeah, definitely. I think it ended up getting like kind of personal, and it didn't really need to. But I think it kind of comes down to just this lack of clarity on.
Yeah, I mean, obviously emotions are running super high when you're like, you put so much into it, but like when it's not the fault of someone else, like the athlete has no say in, like you can't attack the athlete or they're just running the time and getting selected or not selected. Yeah. So I don't know. It was an interesting one.
But yeah, when you don't have that, like something to go off, it opens the door to like politics and all this other
massively.
Stuff.
Yeah. So, okay, we're going to lobby on this podcast to make... Oh, that's the timer's gone off. Oh, no. Okay, that's a sign. Criteria, guys. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on, just... I mean, then they'll hit back at us and be like, how much structure do you have in your podcast?
What's your criteria for the podcast?
Yeah. Like, all right, sorry, guys. This is why we don't comment on this stuff. Anyway. Okay, so Adams, that was slightly different.
Yeah.
So, because the argument for him was obviously he could have then positioned himself to train, like run a different race or do something else with the fitness that he has to make the team.
But,
anyway.
Yeah, well, I guess it would have just been a lot clearer as to like, has he made it or has he not? Like, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
Anyway. That was our go at commenting on. Diamond League. You want to say anything about Diamond League?
Diamond League. Not too much. I guess it's pretty impressive when Stewie ran like I think 12:55 and Morgan McDonald 13:00. They both got the standard for the 5K, which is cool.
Which is good.
Diamond League. Jessica Hull smashing it. Georgia Griffith is come through. She ran an Australian record in the 3K.
Yeah, right.
And won the Diamond League, which is pretty
huge.
Rare to have Aussies winning Diamond Leagues.
Yep.
And then you got all the beef with Kerr and Ingebrigtsen.
Yeah, talk me through that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Is it beef just because he won or like?
Oh, I think like there's a few like press conferences and stuff like that where I think Jacob in the past has said just like I'm the best and no one else is near me sort of stuff. And then Josh Kerr beat him and was world champion. And then on his podcast he said a few things about Jacob, like he's surrounded by yes men and things like that.
Was they strong words or were they just like pew pew?
Yeah, little just kind of like
digs.
jabs and stuff. Yeah. But,
good for the sport.
Yeah. Then I think they're both kind of really kind of
competitive
and got riled up at each other.
Yeah.
But it's good. I like to see it. Like
it's exciting. Builds
bit of personality is good. Yeah.
Yeah. And then then he got beaten again.
Then he got beaten again. Yeah.
Yeah.
But he recently won the last 1500, but Kerr wasn't in the race.
Yeah.
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 But Timmy Chariot, good to see him back.
Your favourite.
He used to dominate like just as much as
15
as Ingebrigtsen. Yeah. There was like a year where he just didn't lose.
And he was always like, you'd see him just like cleaning it up as well in terms of the distance.
Yeah.
He was winning by.
Yeah.
That form is.
Yeah.
Very interesting
unique
form.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
like
that forward lean. and just powerful, like great. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I think the Olympics is an exciting time. I feel like there's not enough buzz about the Olympics. Like all the selection stuff is cool. Like I don't know, it's good people are talking about it, but it's like I don't know, it doesn't feel like the Olympics. Usually, I guess like the Diamond Leagues are all kicking off now, so
yeah,
it's getting a bit of a buzz about it.
Don't you think it like then builds and then it just hits and it's like Olympics is here?
Yeah, but usually everyone's like talking about the host city a bit more. Like, yeah, I can remember in Rio that everyone was like talking about like Zika virus and like, or are they going to build all the infrastructure in time? And
yeah, like it's ongoing. Yeah. What virus?
Do you remember the Zika virus? Yeah, right.
I wasn't listening to that report.
Yeah, okay. And then where else was it? Yeah, I feel like everywhere, every time there's Olympics, like everyone's bitching about the host city, but we haven't heard much about Paris.
No.
Yeah.
Maybe they're keeping their cards close.
Yeah.
Until you get there.
Yeah.
I
think Toyota pulled out or something because they weren't happy with how the Olympics were spending their money. Like they were the biggest sponsor. Yeah.
That's big for a sponsor like that to just be like...
Yeah, like one of the biggest sponsors. Yeah.
Just be like, nah.
Yeah.
Who's come in their place?
I don't know. Yeah, not exactly sure how it all works, but
thanks for clarifying.
Yeah.
You've given us big disclaimers already.
Probably isn't even Toyota. It's for some other brand.
Hang on, let me check. Is it Toyota? Nah, they're still the official. Oh yeah, because they've been the official partner. They're still.
Or maybe like moving forward or something. I thought I heard that, but I don't know.
Anyway.
Yeah, more Olympic buzz though.
We need it.
Yeah. Same like the Aussie Olympic team, like there's not much really. Like, I guess they're choosing the team more now, but
yeah.
Even like all the other sports though, haven't heard that much.
Maybe just busy, Dom.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe you just got a lot going on.
It could be, yeah.
Maybe you're just not on your phone
like,
as much.
Who are the top Aussies that are going to win medals? I don't know.
Don't ask me.
What are we good at in anything? Usually there's like, I don't know, like an Ian Thorpe or something.
How many people are you going to turn against us in one podcast? You're right though. There's normally like
there's a couple
like the megastar.
Yeah. Like Jessica Fox, I think was in Tokyo. She like took home a couple of golds, which is good in the canoeing. I don't know. I got no idea.
But yeah, I reckon once it starts, it's on every telly. It always develops. Like
it's a good time.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah. It's good. But I don't follow it too much in the lead up. Yeah. But that was good. Good. Yep. We put some opinions out there.
Pretty. I don't know. Poorly informed opinions.
I don't think you did any. I can't remember what you said about CrossFit though. I think it was fine.
Yeah, I don't think I said that much.
Yeah, you could have left that out.
Yeah. No, I don't want to make any CrossFit enemies.
No, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. Anything else to cover up? How are you feeling about being at this point in the block? I know you mentioned you're a bit overrunning.
Yeah, pretty over it. I think after the marathon, I'm probably going to take like a bit of time off.
You are?
And well, I think I'll still be running, but just not with the same sort of intensity and like grit on an event or whatever.
Okay. It's funny, once you get in the thick of it, sometimes you're like...
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Well, I feel like it's been going on for so long. Like
sub 230 project or just training for this marathon?
Well, this whole year, like I was really targeting the trails and going hard at that. Yep. And then it's just gone into the marathon. So pretty much for the whole year so far, I've been running hard.
Yeah.
And like I'm just
that's
a bit
true.
like, oh.
It does take a toll.
Yeah.
But last push now.
Yeah.
We got a few big long runs left. A few big weeks. Keep the body together.
Yeah.
We got to run sub 230. Come on.
Yeah.
It's got to happen. Or
how are you feeling about it?
I'm feeling good about the long runs. Like I've felt like during that 140 k week, I was like, this is a lot of running.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of running. It takes up considerable amount of time.
Yeah.
And you kind of like all the little details. Like I'm fortunate that I don't have like heaps going on outside of running in a way, but it's still like, it's just not sustainable for a long period of time. Like it doesn't feel like it, at least. But obviously other people have managed to train and have families and everything like that as well. But yeah, I'm feeling like I'm focused. I want to just give it a crack and then reassess what I'm doing after, whether or not like you keep the same intensity or take a bit of downtime.
Yeah.
But now's not the time to be thinking about downtime, is
Nah.
it?
I've signed up to like a lot of events in the back half of the year as well.
You
But
have? Yeah. Well, we got Sea Surf. We got
Surf, Hounslow. There's Sydney Ultra Marathon.
Sydney Ultra Marathon.
Mm.
Is that 180 cadence? 180? No.
Yeah, 180 cadence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good stuff. I love what they're doing.
Yeah.
Shout out Alex.
yeah. Good job, Alex. And then there's this backyard ultra thing. That's not till,
Yeah, you're doing Backyard Ultra.
it's not till November, so it's
I'm gonna be there in the lawn chair, like crewing.
No, it's in Melbourne, like
Oh,
Victoria.
it's in Melbourne.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Could be a solo job, but
You need people out there.
yeah, you kind of do, don't you?
Yeah.
That's how we
We
go.
have to organise that.
Nah, it should be fine.
When's the date?
It's like the first weekend in November, but
Oh, okay. That's right at the back of the year.
yeah, ages away.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm not going to ask people to come down there for that.
Yeah, but that's a while away.
Yeah.
We get to it when we get to it.
Yeah.
But you can kind of like change the approach, like different emphasis on running. Like marathon's very like
Yeah.
zeroed in. Like you got to nail X, Y, Z.
Yeah, and it's very specific. You're running like this marathon pace and like trying to do it for as long as possible. It's like you just run that pace or around that pace the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we still love it. It's great sport.
yeah.
But the closer you get, the more you're like, okay, just a few more weeks.
Yeah.
And then it's showtime.
Yep.
Okay. We dragged it on a little bit.
Yeah, sorry about that.
But that was good to catch up.
Yeah.
Good episode.
Yep.
Bit of opinions flying out there.
yeah.
A bit of corrections to be made as well.
yeah.
Matt Gore, just make sure you let me know what I've said wrong, and same with Dominic.
Yep.
And we will catch you in the next one.
Yeah. See you in the next one.
See you in the next one. All right. Bye-bye. I've lost this. Well, I kept losing my shit about you correcting yourself. I lost it. And then you're like, forget it, I'm not commenting. I was like, no.